Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to online English lesson for SMP or MTS grade 9 with me Heru Haryadi. In this meeting, we are going to discuss about procedure text that will be focused on recipe and manual. Before we start the lesson for today, let's say the dua together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Raditu billahi robba wa bil islami dina wa bi Muhammadin nabiyya wa rasulah. Rabbi zidni ilma warzuqni fahma waj'alni min ibadikas sholihin. Alright, the learning objective for today are: the first one is you are able to differentiate the social function, structure, and language features of recipe and manual. And the second one, you are able to identify the social function, structure, and language features of recipe and manual. Well, before I give my first explanation about recipe and manual or procedure text, I have a question for you. Have you ever seen or read this kind of text? This one and this one. If you have done, yeah, I think you already know about this text, procedure text, that is recipe and also manual. So that in this meeting we are going to discuss more about recipe and manual. Alright, in this video we are going to discuss about the definition about procedure text, and then the social function and structure, and also the language features. Well, students, actually procedure text we already discussed it in semester 1, but I think you need to learn more about procedure text so that we make this video lesson once more. Okay, students, about procedure text. Yeah, procedure text is a text that explains or helps us how to make or use something. Yeah, as we know together that we will divide it into two. The first one is recipe, and then the second one is manual. And what is recipe? Okay, recipe is a set of instructions for preparing a particular dish, including a list of the ingredients required. And about manual, okay, manual is a book of instruction especially for operating a machine or learning a subject. Okay, it is about the social function of procedure text. Yeah, the first one is about recipe and manual. The social function of recipe is to tell the reader how to make something effectively and efficiently. And about manual, the social function is to tell the reader how to operate or use an appliance, a tool, a machine properly. Okay, the next explanation is about the generic structure of recipe and manual. Yeah, the first one is the generic structure of recipe, goal or title, and then ingredients and method. Goal or title, yeah, it is state the goal of the recipe. And then about ingredients, it is a list and amount of things or materials required. And the last aspect is about method. Method here stating the steps to make the food or drink. And then the next one is about manual. Here the structure of manual, goal or aim, materials, steps, and results. Yeah, I think this is the same like a recipe stating the goal of the manual, and then about materials, it is list of materials needed, and then the steps, list of steps to operate or use the tool, and about the result, it is the outcome after doing some steps. Alright, next explanation is about language features of procedure text. I make it the same between manual and recipe. Because both of them is procedure text. So the language features of that using imperative sentence. For example, hit the pan, wash the potatoes, press the on button. Okay, the next language features. This text is using conjunction. For example, first, second, next, after that, then, finally, and etc. Okay, and the next language features is using action verb. For example, hit, stir, put, wash, pour, bake, and etc. And sometimes this procedure text is also use amount or number. For example, a quarter cup, 45 gram, 2 pandan leaves, 1 tablespoon, 2 teaspoons, and so on. And this text is also used passive. Okay, for example, 4 green apples peeled, 2 pandan leaves shredded, and etc. Okay, in this slide I will show you some examples about recipe. Some example of procedure text. The first one is the recipe, and the goal in this recipe is frozen banana yogurt bites. Here we go. This is the text. Frozen banana yogurt bites. The ingredients are 1 large ripe banana, 150 gram natural yogurt, handful dried banana chips. And here you can read the some of steps how to make frozen banana yogurt bites. Hopefully after you write this kind of text, you can make frozen banana yogurt bites in your home. Alright students, the next slide here I will show you the example of procedure text, especially manual. Okay, the goal of this manual entitled How to Withdraw Money from ATM or Automated Teller Machine. This is a machine usually in a wall outside the bank. Okay, I think you're already familiar with this machine. Easy steps to withdraw money from ATM. I hope after you read this text and watching this video, of course, you can use this ATM properly. Okay, the next explanation is about how to face or how to answer a test or an examination. I will show you most questions asked in a test that related to procedure text. Okay, the first one is finding general information. Here the question that sometimes asked in a test, what is the text about? To answer these questions, you have to read all the text and then finding the goal of the text. Finding the goal of procedure text, so you can answer this question. And then the second one, finding the communicative purpose. What is the purpose of the text? It means that you have to know the social function of the text itself. In this case is the social function of procedure text. It can be manual or a recipe. And then the next one, finding explicit information. For example, how much cooking oil do you need? Here I think it is the easier question rather than another question, because what you have to do just read the text and then find the keyword of the question and then find it in the text, so you will find the answer. Okay, the next one is finding the similar meaning or synonym. The question is the underlined word is closest in meaning to. Okay, I think you're already familiar with this kind of question. You have to know the similar meaning of this word. Next, determination of the text in social life. Okay, here the question, the example of the question. The text is intended for blah blah blah. Okay, the next one, implicit information. For example, why is it suggested that we add the lemon? Okay, to answer this kind of question, of course you have to read the text, and then sometimes the answer is not written literally in the text, but you have to find it by thinking. Yeah, this kind of question is quite difficult sometimes, but I think you can answer this question if you can read the text comprehensively. Okay, it's time to do the practice. Well, students, after you learn about procedure text, recipe, and manual, here I'll give you an exercise. Yeah, after you watch this video, please go to your Google Classroom and then find the link to answer the question in the form of Google Form. And here the text. Yeah, the text is about recipe entitled potato wedges. So please read this text. After that, answer some question in Google Classroom. I already put there the question. The question in Google Classroom there is based on this text. Okay, this is the text one. And also, this is the text 2. It is about manual. And please read this text, and after that, answer the question in Google Classroom. Well, students, in this video, you have learned about procedure text, especially recipe and manual. Yeah, I hope you can understand more about this procedure text, because in the previous semester, in semester 1, you already learned about that, and now we learn about procedure text again. So hopefully you can more understand about procedure text. You can understand more about procedure text. Okay, Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. I think that's all for the video lesson for today. Don't forget to do the assignment in Google Classroom. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you on the next video.